revealed, awaiting Sophia. How long will she really be behind bars? Hello, welcome back to the Days of Our Lives channel. Today, we delve into the dark twists and moral reckonings surrounding Sophia Choi and the severe consequences she may soon face for her shocking crimes. In this extended deep dive, we'll explore every facet of Sophia's misdeeds, examine the legal and ethical fallout, and predict whether incarceration is on her horizon, or if her judgment will come more in whispers and condemnations than prison bars. Sophia's crimes exposed, from deception to danger. Sophia Choi's downward spiral began innocently enough, a desperate scramble to protect her family legacy. But what started as an impulsive lie soon snowballed into calculated schemes that endangered lives. Sources reveal Sophia tampered with gas lines in the Horton family's historic mansion to scare her rivals, an admission that sent shockwaves through Salem's community. Investigators suspect she orchestrated an electrical fire in the Horton dormitory wing to cover up evidence of forged hospital records, endangering Holly Jonas and Ariana Horton in the process. And when confronted, she reportedly faked a panic attack so convincingly that medical staff declared her mentally unfit, buying herself time and sympathy. The gas line sabotage. Sophia's first major offense, repainting an innocent gas leak as an accident, unfolded late one stormy night. A subtle twist of a valve here, a loosened connector there, and the entire house could have gone up in flames. Fortunately, the leak was discovered before tragedy struck. Yet, her actions constituted aggravated arson and reckless endangerment, crimes punishable by decades in prison if prosecuted to the fullest extent. The dormitory fire debacle. Undeterred by near detection, Sophia upped the stakes. During a routine inspection of the Horton dormitory, where Holly and Ari shared their frightful Halloween escapades, she allegedly willfully rigged a short circuit in the wiring. The resulting spark ignited a blaze that forced both young women to leap from second-story windows to safety. Though they survived with minor injuries, the psychological trauma will linger. Legally, Sophia faces arson in the second degree and child endangerment, each carrying hefty prison sentences. Hospitalized and hypnotized, Sophia's calculated collapse. Confrontation came swiftly when Amy Choi, Sophia's well-meaning sister, pressed her for answers. Sophia fell to the floor, clutching her head, muttering incoherently. Rushed to Salem University Hospital, doctors labeled her collapse a nervous breakdown, diagnosing possible borderline personality disorder. But whispers around Salem suggest this was no breakdown, it was an act. Watching her manipulative performance, some staff privately suspect malingering, a legal term for feigning illness to evade responsibility. The ethics of a faked disorder. If Sophia indeed faked her collapse, she would face fraudulent misrepresentation of medical records, a crime rarely pursued in Salem but one with potentially significant repercussions. Furthermore, her alleged dishonesty could lead to revocation of any plea bargains and annulment of compassionate release provisions. In effect, plays for pity could cost her double the time behind bars. Amy's dilemma. Sisterly loyalty versus justice. Amy Choi, torn between love for her sister and moral duty, now stands at a crossroads. Should she shield Sophia's reputation, or assist authorities in untangling the web of deceit? Rumors swirl that Amy is considering legal guardianship of Sophia's young child, either to protect the child's well-being or to leverage custody in plea negotiations. Either way, Amy's choices will influence not only Sophia's sentencing but also the innocent child caught in the crossfire. Aaron Green's paternity confirmation. A surprising twist. Amid Sophia's chaos, the Green family saga interweaves an unexpected subplot. Aaron Green, long suspected of fathering Sophia's baby, recently received DNA confirmation. Mark Green, just released on parole, has returned to offer Aaron guidance and support. This paternity bombshell complicates Sophia's potential sentencing. A judge weighing her future could consider Aaron's parental involvement as a mitigating factor or, conversely, as evidence of her instability under pressure. Legal landscape, charges, sentencing guidelines, and possible outcomes. How might Salem's legal system punish Sophia? Let's examine the likely charges and corresponding penalties under Salem County statutes. Aggravated arson, 10 to 25 years imprisonment. Child endangerment, 5 to 15 years imprisonment. Reckless endangerment, 2 to 10 years imprisonment. Fraudulent medical representation, 1 to 5 years imprisonment. Taken cumulatively, Sophia could face up to 55 years behind bars if convicted on all counts with maximum sentences. However, plea deals, mental health evaluations, and character witnesses, particularly Amy and Aaron, may substantially reduce this time. The mental health loophole. Sophia's claimed borderline personality disorder diagnosis could open the door to mental health diversion programs. If the court rules her mental state mitigates culpability, she might receive mandated psychiatric treatment in lieu of, or in combination with, imprisonment. In practice, this means residential treatment for up to 5 years, followed by probation. But if prosecutors prove her breakdown was fabricated, that door slams shut. Public opinion and Salem's moral compass. Behind closed courtroom doors, public sentiment sways judges and juries alike. Sophia's crimes, targeting vulnerable young women and faking illness, have ignited a moral firestorm. Social media hashtags like #JusticeForHolly and #PrisonForSophia trend across Salem's digital landscape. Local talk show host Chloe Lane has declared on air that any leniency would send the wrong message. Our children's safety isn't negotiable, she warned. Under such pressure, the judiciary may opt for a harsher sentence to reassert community values. Will Sophia go to prison or face public shaming? We arrive at the pivotal question. Will Sophia Choi end up behind bars, or will she escape imprisonment only to languish under the weight of public scorn? Several scenarios emerge. Maximum prison sentence. If prosecutors secure convictions on all arson and endangerment counts, and if the malingering allegation is substantiated, Sophia could receive 2 decades or more in state prison. This would effectively remove her from Salem courts and media coverage, at least until her eventual release. Partial convictions with treatment mandate. A middle ground sees Sophia convicted on lesser charges, with her mental health diagnosis upheld. She could be sentenced to 5 years in a secure psychiatric facility, then exit under probation, haunted by mandatory therapy sessions and community service. Plea bargain and community service. Under immense familial and public pressure, Sophia might accept a plea deal, plead guilty to reckless endangerment, receive a 1-year jail term suspended in favor of heavy community service, and attend mandatory counseling. Though free from prison, her reputation would be irreparably damaged. Acquittal on technicalities and social exile. In a surprising turn, savvy defense attorneys could exploit procedural errors, improper warrant service, or chain of custody issues to dismiss key evidence. Sophia walks free legally, but finds herself ostracized by friends, cut off from Salem society, and subjected to relentless media scrutiny. Predictions and final thoughts. Based on the gravity of Sophia's actions, the likelihood leans heavily towards significant incarceration. Salem's courts, eager to deter similar endangerment of innocence, will likely reject lenient outcomes. Yet, the complexities of her alleged mental breakdown and paternity revelations could temper the ultimate sentence. Expect Sophia to serve at least 5 to 10 years in a secure setting, whether a prison cell or psychiatric ward, before any possibility of reintegration. Regardless of the legal resolution, Sophia Choi's legacy in Salem will be one of betrayal, danger, and moral collapse. Her name will echo in whispered cautionary tales. Power and deception wielded recklessly, creating firestorms both literal and figurative. Stay tuned to see how this unfolding saga reshapes the hearts and minds of everyone in Days of Our Lives' beloved town. Part 2. Days of Our Lives Spoilers. Explosive drama, hospital secrets, and a terrifying Halloween in Salem. October 20th to 31st, 2025. As October winds down in Days of Our Lives, the quiet streets of Salem will once again become a stage for chaos, heartbreak, and shocking twists. Over the next 2 weeks, from October 20th to October 31st, the lives of many beloved and not-so-beloved characters will collide in ways that will leave fans gasping. From a mysterious hospital scandal to a terrifying Halloween attack, and from family betrayals to young love tested by tragedy, this period will be one of the most dramatic stretches the soap has seen all fall. Let's break down all the drama coming your way. Rachel Black's flashback brings new fears. Rachel Black, Alice Halsey, will be at the center of a haunting new storyline. As she begins to recover fragments of a forgotten memory, Rachel experiences a disturbing flashback that leaves her visibly shaken. The memory seems to involve E.J. DiMera's shooting, an event that has long been a source of confusion and suspicion in Salem. When Dr. Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, meets with Rachel to discuss what she's remembering, she becomes deeply uneasy. Marlena senses that Rachel's subconscious might be trying to warn her about something more dangerous than anyone realizes. Could these flashes of memory unlock the truth about the shooting, or reveal something even darker from Rachel's past? Trouble at the hospital, Leo caught red-handed. Meanwhile, over at University Hospital, Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, will once again find himself in hot water. His scheming ways finally catch up with him when Rita Leslie, Maggie Carney, catches him red-handed doing something he absolutely shouldn't be doing. Rumors suggest Leo has been snooping around the new hospital ward, a project spearheaded by E.J. DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel. Rita wastes no time reporting what she saw, and E.J. is absolutely furious. Given E.J.'s temper, Leo's curiosity may prove far more dangerous than he anticipated. What exactly is E.J. hiding in that new wing of the hospital? And why is Leo so desperate to uncover it? Xander pays the price for his lies. Elsewhere in Salem, another marriage will hit the rocks. Xander Kyriakis, Paul Telfer, is once again caught lying to his wife, Sarah Horton Kyriakis, Lindsay Godfrey. And this time, it's the last straw. Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, always the voice of reason and moral authority, intervenes after realizing the truth, leading to a fiery confrontation. The explosive argument ends with Sarah's heartbreaking decision to kick Xander out of their home. While Xander has survived countless scandals before, this betrayal might finally cost him everything. Will he be able to redeem himself, or will this separation push him back into his old, dangerous habits? Thomas DiMera finds guidance in a new friend. In the midst of all the chaos, there's a quieter, more tender storyline unfolding. Young Thomas DiMera, Carrie Christopher, has been struggling with the tension and conflict that seem to constantly surround his family. When he meets his new teacher, Jeremy Horton, Michael Rourke, he finds an unexpected source of support. Jeremy takes the time to listen and share some heartfelt wisdom, reminding Thomas that strength doesn't always mean power. It can also mean forgiveness. It's a touching reminder that in Salem, kindness can still shine through the shadows. However, Jeremy's good intentions might get him into trouble soon. Secrets and accusations. Stephanie and Alex clash again. In the town square, tensions rise when Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, angrily accuses Jeremy of betraying a confidence. Alex believes Jeremy is the one who leaked Stephanie Johnson's, Abigail Klein, secret about Anastasia Sands to Leo Stark. Jeremy firmly denies the accusation, and the truth finally begins to surface. Stephanie realizes that E.J. DiMera was the one who manipulated the situation all along. In a moment of humility, Stephanie apologizes to Jeremy, leaving Alex fuming and embarrassed. Old wounds between Alex and Stephanie may reopen, just as Halloween looms over the town. Holly and Ari's friendship tested by fire. Elsewhere, Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and Ariana Ari Horton Marissa Reyes face the harsh consequences of their reckless choices. The two young women find themselves at the center of a scandal after being accused of starting a dorm fire. While both insist the blaze was an accident, They choose to accept responsibility and face the punishment together. The ordeal strengthens their friendship even further, showing that loyalty can endure even through flames, both literal and emotional. Sophia's breakdown and Amy's growing concern. One of the most emotionally charged developments involves Sophia Choi, Rachel Boyd, who completely loses her composure after being cornered and confronted about recent lies. In a shocking moment, Sophia collapses and is rushed to the hospital. Doctors diagnose her with a possible mental disorder, though whispers around town suggest Sophia might be exaggerating or even faking her symptoms. Either way, her mother Amy Choi Nielsen is beside herself with worry. Amy's concern for her daughter may lead her into even deeper personal conflict, especially as she grows closer to Tesoro, whose motives remain unclear. Rumors swirl that Amy may even attempt to gain custody of Sophia if she believes her daughter needs protection. Meanwhile, Aaron Green's Louis Tomeo paternity test results will soon come to light, tying his fate to the Green family once again. With Mark Green, Jonah Robinson, newly released on parole, he returns to Salem, seeking redemption and a chance to reconnect with his son. But when Mark meets with E.J. DiMera, it becomes clear that old alliances are forming, and danger may be on the horizon. Halloween horror, a knife in the square. As Salem prepares for Halloween, the festive decorations and costumes can't hide the sense of unease that's been building. On the night of October 31st, Kat Green, Annalyn McCord, finds herself in mortal danger when an armed maniac attacks in the town square. In a terrifying moment, Alex Kyriakis screams for Kat to get down as the assailant lunges forward with a knife. Kat nearly falls into the arms of Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, just as the weapon slashes through the air. Is this gruesome attack real, or just one of Salem's infamous Halloween illusions? Either way, it's a scene that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. EJ's experiments and Leo's dangerous curiosity. Back at the hospital, E.J. DiMera continues his secret preparations for a mysterious project in the new medical ward. Whispers suggest these experiments could have something to do with the DiMera family legacy, or something far more sinister. Despite warnings, Leo can't resist digging deeper. But the closer he gets to the truth, the more danger he puts himself in. Salem's darkest secrets are about to come to light, and not everyone will survive the fallout.